Reinhart here, and welcome to art class again. Ooh, it's art class. Yeah, it's art class. Ooh, it's art class. I'm so excited. Today, I thought what we would do is we would make some paper stand-up animals. And I loved doing this as a kid. I loved making paper animals and things. Well, we can make a koala any color we want. It doesn't have to be any specific color. Let's see, what do I want? Oh, I'm so indecisive today. Isn't that weird? Let's see, this is all my scrap paper here. And I'm gonna make it this melon color. Okay, cool. Oops, I dropped something. All right, so we're gonna start off and we're gonna actually, let's pull up a little closer to our paper. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to make the legs and the back legs and the front legs, right? So we're gonna take like a little square of cardstock like this, or construction paper, and let's fold it in half, just like this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make two sections. We're actually gonna make two sections for the legs, the front and the back legs. And then we're gonna have to make something in the center. So I think what we'll do is we'll make a coiled tube and use that for the stomach and the legs. And then we'll make a head and we'll stick it on. And I think that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. So let's start with this. So this is going to be our square. We're going to fold it in half, just like this. And what we need to do is we kind of need to make, this is where my fold is, and we need to make a shape. Now, if you don't know what an animal looks like, what you should do is go online and look at reference. If you don't know what something looks like, go online, take a look at what it looks like. You don't have to make it perfect, but sometimes it helps me a lot when I'm doing my artwork. So what I did was, this is going to be the shape of just the arms. That's the shoulder, that's the arm coming down, and that's the leg. Or actually, this is going to be the back leg. This is going to be, so that's the top of the butt, and we're looking at it straight on, right? Okay. So what we do is I drew it on that side, but I'm going to cut it out going this way. And I think with a koala bear, I think that they have front legs that are a little bit longer than in the back. Okay, so there is the back legs. Let's make the front legs. We're just going to cut something in half. Now, since this animal has 4 legs, it's pretty easy. We only need to make 2 of these. There's 1, 2, and these are going to be the front legs. I'm just going to fold it in half again, just like that. And if if it doesn't quite match up on the other side, it's okay. I'm just going to cut it off just like that. This is very free form. All right, so we've got this other piece. This is going to be where the front legs are. I'm going to use this kind of as my guide. I'm going to trace it, but I'm going to make the front legs a little bit longer. And I may not make all the details. I'm just going to get the rough shape in, and if I want to cut away from it later on and make some of the details like maybe the little claws or paws or anything like that, extra, I'll add it in later on. So I'm just going to cut it out, just like this. And so now I have the front legs, front arms, and front legs or front arms or whatever, and the back legs. So there's 2 different ones. They're slightly different, but that's okay. That's the animal that we're making. So did you make those? Did you make your front arms and your legs? Did you make them? Did you catch up? Cool, so we got that part. Cool. Now let's make the body. Let's connect these 2. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a strip of cardstock. I'm gonna make it, well, it's better to make it longer. And we're gonna roll it just like this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect this here and this here. All right, we're going to connect it with tape, but we got to roll this up right first. And we also have to decide how fat our koala is going to be and how long its body is. Do I like the way this body is? I don't know. It might need to be shorter, so I'm going to make this a little bit shorter here. I'm just going to take our scissors and do this. Just like that. And then we need to make sure how long, or how wide the body is. Oh, I like that. See how I'm looking at that? That's about right. So what we're going to do is actually I'm going to cut off some of that extra. We could use it for something else. So I'm just going to unroll it, my finger. We're going to cut about this much off. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tape on this side with the sticky side up. And I'm just going to roll it back onto itself in the place that I want it. I think, well, there. Now, if you didn't want to make these rolls, you could use a toilet paper roll if you wanted to make the body. But I'm going to use just regular paper because then we don't have to put paper on the toilet paper roll, right? Or marker it. So I taped it on the inside so it's stuck in. And let's do the outside too, just like that. So now we have a paper tube, just like that. Now we're going to stick this using some tape. We're going to stick it here, and then we're going to stick it also to the body here. But you know what? I want this angled a little. I want the front legs to kind of angle in. So what I'm going to do, now you don't have to do this. This is just me being particular, because sometimes I get ideas in my head. See, I'm just trimming it. So, you know, sometimes you can have the one part of the body, you can have it attached just at an angle, like that. That's all I did. I trimmed that off. See, it's kind of angled. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some tape. Where's my tape? Come back here, tape. And now that we have our tube, and it's to my liking, I'm going to tape. This is the back part of the body. So I'm just going to tape this on. And I'm going to just put a little bit of tape. Ooh, I used too much. That's too long tape. Maybe what I'll do is I'll cut it. Ah, that's good. I'm going to tape it on one side. Let's see. It's taped on one side, and let's tape it right across on the other side. Just like that. See how I did that? And I'm going to kind of fold it up right here, just like that. And I'll fold it up on the other side too. Okay, see how it's folded up and the sticky side is down? And now I'm just going to place it right on here. I'm going to show you up close. Let's get close to this. We're going to fold it up right there. Oops. And we're going to make sure our tape falls down on that flat surface and tapes it into place. See how it did that? See how that goes? It's real simple. Let's maybe tape some more. Let's use some more. So we'll put the tape right here underneath, fold it up, and just tape it into place. It's real easy. I'm sure everyone has used some tape like this to build stuff with, right? 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 Yeah, right. I'm sure. But this is really fun because you can make whatever animals that you want to, and you can make them all stand up, and they can be little action figure kind of things. They can be little, and you can decorate with them, or you can make a little. Now we're going to tape this part of the body on. And let's just cut some of this tape because I made it too big. This way we save some of our tape, you know? You don't want huge pieces of tape because we might color this somehow or marker on it and give it some decoration. So I'm gonna do those first two first. And I'm just going to fold them down. Remember how we did before? We folded this down just a bit to make sure that it would fall on the right part. Let's see. This is the extra tape. We're going to use that in just a minute. Let's go over here. Okay, so the legs are pointing down. Now let's add these legs on, just like this. Let's see. Yep. See how I did that? Now those are in place. Oh, they're a little off. Let's see. Let's fix it. Now, if you make a mistake, you can always pull it up and fix it to be right. It's not the end of the world if you get it wrong. Come on. This is an art project. We're all learning how to do this together. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. Let's do the top because it's kind of, see how it's showing there? Let's do a little bit of that there. Okay. So now it's attached. There we go. We've got our body. We've got our legs. What are we missing? I'm trying to think. A head. We didn't make the head, so let's cut another circle. Now for this animal, they have sort of a round head, right? So let's cut a circle. And you can either fold it in half or you can just cut it by hand. Let's see, is that going to be big enough? Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. But let's see. It's a koala bear. You know what we need? They have really big ears. So let's make some ears for them. And they're big, like sort of rounded. They're kind of like shaped like this. Let's see. Is that a good size for a koala bear? You think? You think that works? I think they should be bigger. Let's go over here. We're going to cut 2 big round ears. They're going to be kind of like, let's see, kind of like this. They're kind of like C-shaped, right? Like, or almost D-shaped. And we're going to put them on the sides of the head like that. Let's see, does that look good? They're kind of lower, maybe about there. Does that look good? Yeah, they're kind of like that. That's nice. That's nice. And see, once we make the shapes, then we can start decorating it later on. So let's tape these in place. So I'm just going to tape them onto the back of the head here. I'm going to put a little, let's see. Ooh, look at that huge piece of tape. I shouldn't have used it that much. Hey, get out of here, scrap. Get out of here, scrap. All right. And if it's a big piece of scrap, don't throw it out because you might want to use it later. Like I think I'm going to use this piece of scrap next. And then we're going to tape this. Now this is going to be the back of the head because I'm using all that tape. It'll be hard to use a marker on that. So that's the back of the head. Okay, so there's the ears. And it's going to go right there. And then, now how am I going to attach that? Now I could just put the head right on there just like that. If you wanted to do that, you could. But I think I'm going to be a little kooky about it. Let's see, how can I do it? Ooh, that's kind of neat. What if I attach it by the ears like that? No, what I'll do is I'll take some of this. And you know, I'm just making this up. You could come up with all kinds of ways to do this. I'm going to use a piece of cardstock. I'm going to fold it in half. And I think I'm going to fold it again. Maybe round it. And this is going to be my neck. So I'm going to connect it right there. And you know what else I could use? Let's see, I'm going to use some, no, I'm just going to use one-sided tape. And I'm going to double it. I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to go over here. And there, I've attached a neck. See that? That's the neck. Cool. And now, I can put the head on. See how that's going to attach? But I think we need to decorate the head a little bit more before we do that, right? I think so. So let's get decorating. All right, look, I made my little paper animal koala bear. Look at that, how cute he is. He can sit up if he wants to. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? And like the tail, I added the little tail in the back, taped it on. You could glue it on if you wanted to. You could add all kinds of stuff. Like you could add sequins and you know, pipe cleaners and do all kinds of stuff. Now this is just with paper, but you see I added these pieces. You could glue them on, or you could use double stick tape, which is what I did. And see, there's the little neck, and I added the head to it. So there it is. There's our tube, and there's the legs. So that is our first animal. That is a koala bear. Look at, oh, so cute. He's so cute. Or she, I don't know. Let's put that one over there. Okay, now let's see what's next on the list. All right, so since the koala bear is kind of chubby, we did should we do a hippo? Well, let's do a hippo real quick. So let's do the same thing that we did before. Let's pick a good color for a hippo. How about purple? All right, so first remember we got to make the legs. Now a hippo is going to be bigger than a koala, a little bit bigger, right? We only have so much paper. But let's make 2 squares because we're going to make the front and the back legs for the hippo. Okay, so I've got this square, and because the hippo kind of has the same legs on the front and the back, we're just going to make them, we're going to make one of them, fold it in half, And we're going to trace the other one, right? So we're just going to make one. And let's use our pencil. And let's make that shape. Let's see, that looks about right. And they kind of have big, short, fat front legs with like little toes, like that, something like that. You caught up now? Okay. I keep forgetting to tell you to catch up because I'm so excited about making these. All right, we're making this hippo's front legs. Ooh, I've got an idea about how we can make this guy. All right, ooh, that does look, that's very hippopotamus, right? All right, so let's just trace it. We can just trace it using our pencil. Oops, that's okay, it's just pencil, we can erase that. Trace around. Now you don't have to make a hippo or a koala or anything that we're making. You can make whatever you want, but you can use these same sort of basic premises to make your own animal. So let's cut out this shape. We've got the second pair of legs. Some animals are four-legged and have very similar front and back legs. So you just got to think about how they're built. I love animals. I loved as a kid going to the zoo. Oh my gosh, I used to go to the San Diego Zoo when I was a little kid. I only lived in San Diego for a year when I was a kid, but it was one of my favorite places to live because we got to go to the zoo all the time and the wild animal park. And I loved it. I love animals. I love zoology. So now that we've made the body, we need to make, or excuse me, now that we made the legs, right? The front legs and the back legs, we need to make a roll for the body. And let's see, is that big enough? I don't know. Is that going to be big enough? I don't know if we have enough paper for that. Let's see, can we do it this way? Ooh. I don't know. You know what? I have an idea. What if I cut that? Ooh, I have an idea. What if, instead of doing a roll this time, what if this time I make an arch and then have it straight across on the bottom? Let's see, like that. That's a good idea. Let's try something different, right? So this is another way you could do the body. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some one-sided tape. Where's my tape? Come back here, tape. And we are going to just tape it on one side here and one there, just like that. Oops. Now it seems like I made this a little too wide, so we're going to add that. Like I said, with making these animals, I'm giving you some basic guidelines. You don't have to make them exactly the way I do, but these are just some ideas of the ways that you could make some of these animals. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make sort of like a tunnel like that. See? That's going to be our body for our hippo. And so I'm going to use some more tape, and we're going to actually tape it going this way so that we're going to tape it with the sticky side up on this side. Oops. If it's hard for you to use the tape, use smaller pieces. Now we're going to tape it to the other side. See how I'm holding it there? Holding it just in place. And I'm pinching it over there, just like that. Oh, look at that. That is like it's kind of like a tunnel, right? Is that going to be too big for the hippo? I don't know. That's pretty good. What do you guys think? You think that's good? I think so. All right, so there it is. There's the body of our hippo. Ooh, it looks pretty good. Now we got to make a head. Now hippos have kind of different heads, right? They have big, wide mouths and big, broad heads. Maybe what we could do is something a little different. Maybe we could take this piece of construction paper or cardboard. Maybe we'll make a head that's coming out this way. Maybe we should make one that's kind of like that. Wouldn't that be cool? See how it would be? So it's coming off, because then, oh, that's a good head. And I think what I'm going to do is just round it off here. There looks like a good front of the head. That's the top of the head. And then let's make sure the bottom part, oh, that's good. I'll make sure it's rounded in there. And you know what I might do, just to give it a little bit of, I might add an extra fold. So now it'll be a little easier to add on to our body. And then all I'm going to do is, let's add some, now we can also use some double stick tape or glue. I'm just going to add that right there. I'm going to put the head right on the body part right there. Look at that. That is so cool. Now we need to add like eyes and a nose and some stuff in the inside of the mouth. So maybe I'll get to decorating right now. Whoa, I just finished. Look at that. Oh, look, we got our very own paper-made animal hippo. Look at that. Roar. I need to go to the orthodontist. Look at that. He even has a uvula. But look at it. I got the hippo, and I even painted his toenails. And look, you can see inside his mouth. You can pose it like that. And then I added some eyeballs and some little ears on the top. Look at that. But you could use all kinds of other stuff to decorate them. I didn't really go crazy with decorating. But that is our hippo. So we got two different types of animals. And we made them, one with a flattened, like a half cylinder, right? So it looks kind of like a tunnel that we made, but it still has the legs. And then we had one that used the tube, right? There's a little koala. All right, so next up, let's see, what's our list? Our list, where is that list? Dragonfly, okay. A dragonfly. How are we gonna make a dragonfly? Let's see. Well, let's pick some good colors here. Maybe some blue. Maybe, do we have a nice blue? Let's get that. And maybe green too. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Use some of this. And I have these strips of green I'm gonna use. So this is gonna be the body. And a dragonfly, let's see here. Oops, no, we don't want that. We want this one, okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this in half. And I'm gonna make two different parts. I'm gonna make the body, and I'm gonna make the legs, and then I'm gonna make the wings out of this one, okay? So first, let's make the body. And again, just like other animals, they are, when we look at a dragonfly from the top, they are symmetrical, right? They're the same on both sides. So I'm gonna think about what it looks like from the top, and I'm gonna draw half of it on here. So I'm gonna do, it's gonna be the head right there. And then it has a little thorax here. Yes, I know all the terms for the insect's body parts. It's a thorax, and then it's gonna have a long abdomen like that. That's long, or a tail. We'll just call it a tail. Okay, and now I'm gonna cut it. Now you know, even if I don't say it, if you need to take a catch-up break, you take one, okay? Sometimes I forget to say, do you need a catch-up break? But if you need to take one, just pause the video. So that is the head, and we're looking at the dragonfly from the top. See? Now I need to make some legs. Now it's an insect, so it has 6 legs. So I think what we'll do is we'll fold this in half. Something like this. Okay? So this is going to be the legs, and we're going to put them underneath there so he can stand up. So let's make some legs. Let's see. The legs are going to be kind of like, real simple. Let's see, maybe skinny legs. Something like that. And see, there's still the fold up top. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. This is easy to cut. 4, 5. I don't know why I'm counting. These are all the cuts that I have to make, right? So this many cuts to make the legs. There we go. There are the legs, and those are going to stick underneath. Hey, let's use some tape. Let's stick them on. Let's do it. All right, so we're going to put a little one-sided tape, and we're going to tape it. Oops, I used too much. I'm going to just cut that off. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to tape that underneath the body, just like that. Oh, you know what we're going to do? See how this flops? I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to take that off. Oops, made a mistake. We're going to change things just a little. We're going to fold it there. And then we're going to just give it a little bit of a, we're going to fold it somewhere like that, right? So it has a little shelf, right? See that? Now we can make a little inside-out sticky roll with this tape, just like that. See, it's sticky on. You can also use double stick tape or glue if you want to. And we're going to tape it to the bottom of the body. And now, see, look, now our dragonfly can stand up. Look at that, that's so cute. All right, let's make some wings. So we need to make some wings for our dragonfly. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 wings at a time. They're just going to be long ovals, just like this. There's one. Maybe I'll make them a little skinnier at the bottom. And you know what I'm going to do with this one? I'm going to trace cut it. So I'm going to lay it over. See how I've laid it over there? Laid it over the top. You could also trace it with your pencil if you wanted to. But if you're really good with your scissors, you can do this way too. Now, we have 2 sets of wings. And now, all we gotta do is stick those on there. Just like that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. But you know what I'm gonna do? Before I tape these on, I'm gonna start decorating this dragonfly. And then we'll tape those on, okay? So now, look, ooh, I decorated my little dragonfly. Look at how cool that is. And you can use anything. You can use markers, crayons, whatever you want to use. And then I added some little wing veins onto my wings. And we're going to tape these on now. And this is going to be super easy. All I have to do is use a little piece of tape down under. And make sure, ooh, I used too big a piece of tape. See, it's hanging over the side. So let's use another one here. A little smaller. See, it's just enough to fit right there. And these are the, let's see, back wings, I think. So they're going to go right here in the center, just like that. And now it folds down. There's one. All right, let's add the other one. And there he is. Look at that. Or she. There is our dragonfly. Look at that. So I finally picked some colors here. So I'm going to use this weird beige and yellow just because I have those. Those are my colors I have. I just happen to have here. Oh well. And this is going to be our turtle. So we got to start out with the shell. I think we're going to make it kind of the same way that we did our hippo, when we're going to make one flat piece on the bottom, and that's going to be the bottom part of the shell. I'm going to use this orange. So I'm going to make an oval. So that's going to be the bottom of the shell. And then we're going to get some more of that color. Oh no, do I run out? Oh no, I think I can use this. Yeah, I'll use that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a piece that bridges across kind of like this. Make some legs. So I see, I'm going to use this color. Wait, sea turtles aren't that color, but who cares? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this. I'm going to use some double stick, right, just like this. See how I put it on the end there? I'm just going to stick it right under the shell like that. And I'm going to fold it up, kind of like that. Look. Now he's, oh, that's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it kind of like this. I'm going to stick it right in there, just like that. Let's use some double stick, or you could use some one-sided tape. It doesn't matter, either one, or glue. We folded it. Should I stick it on this side? I don't know. Oh, I kind of like it that way. Look, because then it can go inside its head. It's like, put it in there just the right way. Oh, I like that. And there we go. Okay, well, is it time to decorate? I think it's time to decorate. All right, so there we go. We made our paper-made animals. So those are just some ways that you can make your very own paper stand-up animals. Look at those. Ooh, these are even better than the punch-out ones I had when I was a kid. These are really fun. So I hope you enjoyed today's art class. This was really fun to do with you, and making our own paper stand-up creatures. Oh, lots of fun. So I would love to see what you've made. So feel free to post them and let me know if you'd like to see some other art classes, what you'd like to do in future ones. I'm gonna keep it up. So remember to stay healthy and keep safe and be kind to everyone, okay? Be as kind as you can be, and stay creative. Ooh. See you next time, class. Bye-bye.